ask you, is God still into miracles? Does he still perform miracles right here in the 21st century? Not an easy one to answer. We've all asked God for a miracle, and it seems, at least from where we sit, that either he hasn't heard us, or he hasn't answered, or if he did hear and did answer, his answer was no. The truth is that sometimes God heals people while other times he lets them die. Don't ask me why. That's way beyond my pay grade. So it's the easiest thing in the world to consign miracles to history, to imagine that somehow those times way back then were special, different from today. Today, it's just plain ordinary today, right? I remember one time being at a Christian leaders conference overseas, and a well-known, well-respected Bible teacher, during a message that he was sharing, said quite simply that the time of miracles had passed, that God doesn't do any miracles anymore. So I interjected, I couldn't help myself, and I asked him plainly, where does it say that in the Bible? He wasn't all that happy with me, I can tell you. But that's the point, isn't it? When it comes to miracles, what matters is, what does the Bible actually say? In fact, it's the only thing that matters. In any case, it's so much easier to believe in miracles that happened 2,000 years ago than to believe in God for a miracle today. But when Jesus healed those two blind guys on the way out of Jericho, if I could grab my radio mic and go and interview those men, I think we discover two very ordinary people having a very ordinary day in a very ordinary place who were touched by an extraordinary God. Matthew chapter 20, verses 32 to 34. Jesus stood still and called them, saying, "What do you want me to do for you?" They said to him, "Lord, let our eyes be opened." Moved with compassion, Jesus touched their eyes, and immediately they regained their sight and they followed him. When these two blind men woke up that morning, there was nothing special going on at all. Perhaps they'd heard that Jesus was coming to town, perhaps not. But other than that, it was nothing special. Until they met Jesus, until they had the gumption to cry out to Jesus for a miracle, until the compassion of Jesus, the Christ, touched their eyes and their lives. I have never stopped asking God for miracles. Yeah, sure, some days. Most days are just ordinary days. Until Jesus steps in, and then anything can happen. Never stop believing God for a miracle. He loves outrageous faith. Absolutely loves it. That's God's word. Fresh for you today.